Tirath Nama, I will go and bathe in this pilgrimage if it's pleasing to you. So let's think about this. How can an act be pleasing to the divine? What are we talking about here? Or let's phrase the question another way. How can an act not be pleasing to the divine? If everything is the divine, because remember one of the first verses that we covered was all about hukam. Hukam hai andar sab ko, bahar hukam na koye. Everything is according to your will. So where's this question of only things that are pleasing to you? If everything is done by the divine, if everything is his hukam, can we say that God is pleased or displeased by your actions? How does that work? You can't do something that's displeasing. You can't do anything to make God angry. Yeah? God doesn't have these emotions like we do. The divine is just Bakya Pawa Par. It's just infinite love. So how can Guru Nanak then say, if it is pleasing to you? What is Guru Nanak talking about? You are alive, that's its will. So there's only one thing that's missing. If there's any indicator that God isn't satisfied with you, there's only one thing that's missing, and that's your understanding of the divine. The only thing that's missing in the puzzle is that you haven't understood the divine. And Guru Nanak is saying, I will go on this journey to understand the divine if you allow me to. Yeah? So that's the only missing piece of the puzzle. That I'm going to go on this journey to understand where do I sit in this whole divine oneness. And that will happen only if you allow it to happen. Jeta. So this idea of you being in control has been all throughout the Japji Sahib so far. From the Hukam Shabads, yeah? We talked about Karmi Ave Kapda, Nadari Mok Duar. Yeah? Only by your grace do I get a robe of honor. Only by your nadar do I get an indication as to where liberation starts. Mok Duar. So this whole idea that you're in control and I'm not in control seems to be continuing on. So what's Guru Nanak saying here? Tirath Nama Jetis Pama. I will only go on this pilgrimage if you allow it to happen, if it is by your will. Which pilgrimage are we talking about? The internal wisdom pilgrimage. So I'm on a search for this wisdom. Yeah? I want to not just learn the wisdom and keep that knowledge in my head. I want to actually understand it. I want it to be part of who I am. So the next part of that line is Vin Pane ki nai kari. Vin Pane, without your grace, what bathing can be done? Ke nai kari. What can I achieve on my own? I can do this tirath if it's pleasing to you. Without your grace, what can I do? Jeti sirit upai vekha vin karma ke mile lei. Guru Nanak Dev Ji is now really emphasizing this point about your grace. Jeti, whatever, sirit, srishti, the world. Upai vekha. Upai means created, being given birth to. Vekha, I see. So, Jeti sirit, whatever I see in this whole world that's been created, Jeti sirit upai, this whole world that's been created that I can see, Vekha, what do I see? Vin karma ke milele. That without grace, nothing can happen. Nothing can be achieved without grace. So it's just re-emphasizing this point. So 3 times Guru Nanak Dev Ji has mentioned this point already. Tirath Nama Jetis Pama. Vin Pane ki nai kari. Jeti sirt upai vekha. Vin karma ke milele. So 3 times Guru Nanak Dev Ji has stressed this point. That you will not be able to achieve this on your own. Don't let your ego get carried away that you're going to go on this journey. Guruji is giving you the wisdom but not giving you the door that says, off you go. Nadari Mokduar. Liberation only comes by its grace. So it's not about getting carried away. It's about sitting and being calm and saying, okay, let's see where this goes. It's not about I want to achieve, because if I want, then I am. If I am, you're already looking in the wrong directions. This whole path is I am not. This whole path is you are everything. So don't get carried away that I'm going to go and find liberation, I'm going to find enlightenment. The only way you're going to find enlightenment is by saying that there is no me to be enlightened. There is only you. It's a very different way of thinking. There is no me to be enlightened. There is only you. In this universe, what has ever been achieved by individuals? Nothing, because the individuals have only been lost in a delusion that they are individuals. And if everything in the whole universe happens by your grace, how can I ask for the biggest grace that give me this understanding of spiritual knowledge? That's like the biggest thing I'm asking for. If nothing even grows, no seed grows without your grace, yeah? Not a single drop of rain falls without your command, without your grace. Nothing happens without you. Then how can I ask for the biggest understanding, the biggest gift of all, which is the understanding of how you work, without your help? What is the benefit of this way of thinking? What is the benefit that if you're hoping to achieve any benefit, if there's still a you that is wanting something, Guruji goes to explain the benefit. Mat vich ratan jawahar manik. Mat, within your intellect, within your understanding, you will obtain, mat vich, within your understanding, ratan, gems, jawahar, jewels, manik, rubies, pearls. You will obtain everything. The whole universe will start to feel like the greatest riches. But that will all happen within your mind. Je ik gur ki sikh suni. If we listen to the teachings of the Guru, not by ourselves, our intellect will be transformed. Matavich, within the mind, will be rubies, diamonds, pearls. These are all metaphorical, yeah? This is not a after you die you will get lots of riches when you go to heaven. This is none of that airy-fairy stuff. If, goes back to the Guru, you can achieve this if je ik gur ki sikh suni. If you listen to the one teaching of the Guru, gur ki sikh. Notice, this is the first time the word sikh is mentioned. We call ourselves Sikhs. This is the first mention of the word sikh. Yeah? But here, the word sikh doesn't mean the person. It means sikhya, which means the teachings. So the sikh is defined by the teachings. If we are learners, what are we learning? This is what we're learning. The sikhya of the Guru. We're learning the wisdom of the Guru. But if the word is spelt sikh, how do we know? How do we know which sikh we're talking about? Are we talking about the people? Because you could translate that and say, Je ik gur ki sikh suni. If a person listens to the Guru. If a sikh of the Guru listens to the Guru, yeah, Je ik gur ki sikh suni. If a sikh listens to the Guru, then they will obtain this. How do we know that we're not talking about the person, the sikh, but rather the teachings of the Guru? So this is how we know. The clue is in the spelling of the word ik. We covered this last time. Ik is supposed to have an ankar underneath it. It's missing the ankar, which means that it's connected to something. Ik what? One what? What are we talking about? Ik, sikh. Yeah? Sikh is a feminine word here. So although it's spelt exactly the same, because it doesn't have an ankar underneath it, it's a feminine word. And because this word is linked to this word, this is spelt in the feminine way of spelling this word. Yeah? There's another easier way to understand which sikh we're talking about here. If the word meant Sikh, the person, that word Sikh is a masculine word. We would say Guru ka Sikh. Yeah? Even if now you're talking to a person, this is Guru da Sikh. Guru da Sikh. That means the word Sikh is a masculine word. Guru da Sikh. Gur ka Sikh. But the word Sikh here is a feminine word. That's why it says Gur ki Sikh. Now let's see how we apply that in other Bani, where we're actually talking about the person. In Sukhmani Sahib, we talk about the person Sikh. Satgur Sikh ko naam tan de. The Guru gives the wealth of Naam to the Sikh. Gur ka Sikh vadpagi hai. That Sikh of the Guru, Gur ka Sikh, is vadpagi, very fortunate. Yeah? Masculine word. Sikh is a masculine word. Gur ka Sikh vadpagi hai. Here we're saying Je ek Gur ki Sikh suni. Sikh means the Sikhya of the Guru. So by this we can infer the meaning of what is a true Sikh. A true Sikh is